My 28F girlfriend, 33F, had a one night stand while I was unconscious in the hospital. I go horseback riding almost every Wednesday afternoon. Last Wednesday my horse got spooked and I was thrown off. I passed out at the scene and was rushed to the hospital with a concussion, broken leg, and a chest injury from when my horse accidentally kicked me. I was in and out of consciousness for the first 2 days due to my injuries and my medication. It was not until the third day that I was stable enough to retain consciousness for an extended period of time. When I woke up on the third day, my girlfriend and her family were there. She hugged me and said she didn't know what she would have done if she had lost me. She was attentive throughout the day and we took pictures and talked about stuff. I finally came home at the start of the weekend, but am still physically struggling and felt guilty that I couldn't do anything with my girlfriend since I was tired easily and was short of breath from just walking, so I called our mutual friends to come over and keep her company. However, yesterday, when my girlfriend thought I was knocked out from my pain meds and went to take a shower, her phone kept buzzing next to me. I saw pretty angry texts from a random girl that were saying stuff like, "You're the one who lied about having a girlfriend but thanks for getting my hopes up and finally have a good life." I'm crying when my girlfriend comes back and she takes the phone from me. She said I shouldn't have even looking at her phone, and if I didn't, then this never would have come back to affect me. She admitted that she had slept with someone she had met at a gay bar, but that it was because she didn't know how badly I've been hurt, and that she was afraid that I wouldn't be able to give her sex for months. She said she was there the first day and only left my side because I was stabilized, and that she was stressed out by my condition and needed to let off steam. She said it was over and that she's here with me now. I don't know what to do. She's currently paying for most of my in-home treatment and was perfectly nice to me. I never would have known she was cheating if I hadn't found her texts. Should I forgive her? I also worry if my physical condition stagnates. I keep thinking it would be unfair to deny her sex for a long time because she told me at the beginning of our relationship she had a high sex drive and needed it practically every night. I don't know how you stay with a person like this. How do you trust her? Holy shit, she waited 2 days to find and duck a stranger because she was worried she wouldn't be able to have sex for a few months. Great preview for the future. Next thing you know you trip and fall and she's on the phone browsing Tinder before you hit the ground. A stranger that she lied to and manipulated into bed. From the sounds of it, she sounds like quite the charmer. You were in the hospital and her first reaction was to go cheat on you. Is that really someone you want to be with? Yeah. You were in critical condition and her first thought was, how am I gonna get laid now? Question mark. That one of the shittiest excuse for cheating I have ever heard. Yeah, and not only that, she legit tried to gaslight her by saying that it would not have affected her if she didn't go through her phone. I'm sorry, but this girl sounds like an absolute horrible human being. 1. Cheated. 2. While Op was in the hospital. 3. For only a couple of days. That's apparently how long she lasted. 4. Lied to the girl about being in a relationship. 5. Gaslit Op when she found out. Biggest red flags I've ever seen. She was afraid that I wouldn't be able to give her sex for months. I've heard men use this as an excuse for cheating after their wife has given birth to a baby, and my response here is going to be the same. You deserve better. She is a selfish psychopath if she's more worried about sex than she is about your physical well-being. I keep thinking it would be unfair to deny her sex for a long time because she told me at the beginning of our relationship she had a high sex drive and needed it practically every night. Apostrophe. I have a crazy high sex drive and I would never make my partner feel like sex is obligatory. That's what sex toys and hands are for. You're not her plaything. You're not responsible for her sex drive. And you do not owe her anything. The mental and physical health of those you love should always be high priority. She betrayed you during your most vulnerable time. You deserve better. My so says the same anytime I read him a cheating post. When people are sick or unable to have sex for a little while, do they not have a hand? Truly no reason to ever go out and cheat on someone. Just end the relationship. You stay with her. You be the loving, supportive girlfriend she needs. You forgive her. You apologize that you can't give her what she needs right now. You tell her you will try your hardest to do right by her until you don't need her help paying for your treatments anymore. Then you tell her, now that you are recovered, you feel you both need to find someone more compatible with your life goals. Cheating has a price after all. This is the petty, sapphic energy I'm here for. Petty and lovely. No, you shouldn't forgive her. This is the equivalent to if you had died she didn't wait for your body to get cold because all she could think about is her needs. Or this is her. You could have died and she cheated on you at the first opportunity. It's been less than a week. So anytime you get the slightest injured you just have to expect her to go find another woman. There are a million other ways to let off steam. She cheated on you and tried to flip it and make it your fault, so not only is she a cheater but borderline abusive. You should leave and never look back. Gaslighting for sure. It's not gaslighting. It's just emotional manipulation and deflection. Not all manipulation is gaslighting. It has a very specific definition. That word is absurdly overused in this sub. What she did is very strange to me. Her actions make me question if she actually loves you. I know personally, when my boyfriend had to go in for an emergency appendix removal, I was terrified. Could not even think about anything but him and hoping he was okay. Sex and letting off steam wasn't even on my radar. All I worried about was making sure I was there for him throughout the entire thing. If she really loved you, she would have selflessly waited by your side and she would not have betrayed your trust. I hope that you know you deserve better. The right person would have never even considered doing something like that. You didn't mention the brain injury. It's irrelevant if you forgive her or not. 'Cause this goose is cooked. She broke what can't be unbroken. It's over, Red Rover. Getting multiple angry texts from a one night stand isn't really normal. It makes me wonder if she had been seeing this person for a while and broke it off out of guilt when you got hurt. It's hard to tell without seeing the actual wording of all of them. But what you posted implies it's likely. I would be very weary of your partner. That's what I was thinking. Why would the girlfriend give them, a random person, their number? She told me at the beginning of our relationship she had a high sex drive and needed it practically every night. There are an inanimate device to help with this situation. They vibrate and do all kind of things, except fall in love. Don't forgive her. One of the first things she does when you're literally incapacitated isn't to help you, but to duck someone else whilst you were injured and then blame you because you looked at her phone. You weren't even snooping either. She left her phone near you and you happened to pick it up once it started buzzing. She clearly doesn't give a duck. I probably couldn't stay with someone like this. Dishonest and selfish errant qualities I typically look for in a partner. Wait until you recover. Then leave. And use this to guilt her. Get more money. Be loving and supportive. And make her feel you understand her. Then you ditch her ass in the most brutal way you can. No matter how high of a sex drive, if someone cheats while their partner is in hospital, they're trash. She's gaslighting you. Oh, she needs sex every night. Tell her to buy a magic wand. And she blamed you for finding out. Jesus. She is awful. I hope you recover quickly and ditch her while you're at it. You mean your ex-girlfriend? Definitely not wife material. Won't last through in sickness and in health. You were unconscious for one day and she went looking for sex. She has a problem. She's not good enough for anybody. Fellow gay here. Damn mate, she's an absolute prick. There are times where instead of all the fun dates and stuff you gotta be there for your partner while they struggle, or just have an off week and need a meal to come back to and zonk out at 6 PM. Being there to support is dating 101. It's not all about what you get. You were in hospital. Her only thought was where she was going to get some. Mate, that's not normal behavior. If my GF fell off a horse I'd be worried sick. I'd sleep on the damn 70s themed hospital chairs to make sure she's okay. She's also blaming you for finding out she cheated. Geez. She can't get much slimier, can she? Yeah, she helpful now, but it sounds like she's only being nice when you can see it. That doesn't make up for how she wronged ya or for how she blames ya for what she did against ya. She's trying to justify her cheating to you. She was more worried about not getting some 4 months over if you were going to be okay. She doesn't respect you. Mate, when you're feeling better mull over this a bit more about how she makes you feel about yourself and any guilt you feel on things that ya shouldn't. Don't forgive her, mate. She defo hasn't done nearly enough for that. I agree with your analysis. Don't ultimately forgive her. Play nice like /u/03 throwaway 03 suggest until you are physically healthy and then bounce. There is this bit that make me shake my head. I finally came home at the start of the weekend, but am still physically struggling and felt guilty that I couldn't do anything with my girlfriend since I was tired easily and was short of breath from just walking. So I called our mutual friends to come over and keep her company. Isn't even home for a day, suffering a broken leg etc, and she feels the need to entertain/take care of her girlfriend. Why was this a first thought for other than focusing in on relaxing and healing? Op's girlfriend has always been selfish. This latest act brings it home. Pay attention to this. If this was my husband, the last thing I would be worrying about was sex. I wouldn't care if I could never have sex again. Just that he made it through. Seriously, duck her off. If you don't draw the line here in the relationship as to what is acceptable, then when do you? Yeah, like, I know people deal with grief and stress in different ways, but if her way is lying to and then ducking strangers, she's not gonna be a great partner, and also yikes. Yeah, get better and then go. Cheating has a price, and in this case it hospital bills and treatment. Wow, WTF. Maybe that excuse would make sense if you were already unconscious for like a month, but you were at least semi-conscious for the first 2 days and awake the third. She said I shouldn't have even looking at her phone, and if I didn't, then this never would have come back to affect me. Wow, that's scummy. If you stay, remember she will cheat on you every time your relationship gets stressful. Please see this comment, it had a lot of true things. It would be unfair to deny her sex for a long time. You got thrown off and kicked by a ducking horse. Her main concern right now should be, what can I do to help my girlfriend's recovery? Not how am I going to get laid. Your main concern should be your recovery. Not I can't give my girlfriend sex. Dude, she went a day w/ou and went out and picked up someone else. That's horrible. That is so mean. That is not the behavior of someone who cares about you. You need to put yourself before her. You need to worry about you, not her. I'm all for the other comment here that said, stay w/her until you're healthy if there's financial gain in it for you. But that also sounds like emotionally it would be painful. She may very well continue cheating on you during that time. Do the most kind thing for yourself, not for her or anyone else. I think a very kind thing to do for yourself would be to only be in a relationship with someone whose main focus, when their partner has been in an accident, is their partner's safety and well-being. She didn't know how badly I've been hurt, and that she was afraid that I wouldn't be able to give her sex for months. So she cheated on you because she couldn't hold out on sex? ? Wow. She's a real steaming pile of human excrement. She was more concerned about herself than you healing. There is no excuse for this. Please take u/03 throwaway 03's advice. Until you don't need her, fake it till you make it. Should I forgive her? I also worry if my physical condition stagnates. I keep thinking it would be unfair to deny her sex for a long time because she told me at the beginning of our relationship she had a high sex drive and needed it practically every night. Be the bigger person and forgive her. But please remember that she ducked up. You did nothing wrong and have nothing to apologize for. Fuck her feelings, GBH. You were injured and she decided to cheat on you. And she made it clear she wasn't going to tell you about it. First of all, I wouldn't even have sex with her until she got tested. But even then, I'd want nothing to do with her romantically. Get that bread, get that head, then leave. She is a horrible person. Not only did she cheat on you, she cheated on you when you needed her. Unpopular opinion, how is ending this relationship even a question? Dude, she ducking cheated and was mad that you found out. This relationship is cooked. Burnt to a crisp. Kick her to the curb. You can find another way to pay for the medical care. This person's first thought was sex with another woman over your well-being. Yes. When my partner goes to hospital with serious injuries, where they are in and out of consciousness. I too think. But what about my sex life? Exclamation mark. Question mark. And not even a day into your injury as well. She saw an opening and took it. Disgusting partner. I'd never look at her the same. You're in the hospital with a host of injuries. And she's worried about how long it'll be before you can give her sexual gratification. She dropped these, take them and run. Oh man, my GF is in the hospital. HMM. Better go cheat on her cause. Who knows when he'll have sex again. Girl. Break up with her as soon as possible. I cheated on you because I didn't know how badly you were hurt and was worried you wouldn't be able to have sex with me for ages. That is the ducking worst non-apology I have heard. She didn't know how badly I've been hurt and that she was afraid that I wouldn't be able to give her sex for months. Apostrophe. What bullshit. And it's nice for her to decide that it's over and that you should just move on. Also, your last line either makes this seem fake. You think it's unfair for you to deny her sex because you're seriously hurt. Like what? Or that you've got some major self-worth issues, man. Which only speaks to the depth of those self-worth issues if it doesn't seem real. If she needs to duck so badly she can break up with you and be a heartless harpy. Good luck. Also, your last line either makes this seem fake. Agreed. Op just casually drops a major illogical delusion that really makes me doubt this. If it's not fake, Op is severely troubled in thinking. Did the accident leave you with some brain damage? They cheated on you literally the first day you were in the hospital. Then they blamed it on their horniness and you. If she really loved you, getting her rocks off wouldn't have been her first priority. Her behavior is usually seen in men. Or maybe women just get forgiven by men far more. But most men would be ripped a new asshole if that said things like that to their girlfriend. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video.